Greetings, all you folks at work who are watching this later in the week. How are you? Eager, you're gonna die. You don't wanna be famous, you wanna be shy. Do your dances alone in your room. Becoming a star will become your doom. Be girl, be a girl, be girl, be a girl. You know time is long and life is short. Begin to live while you still can. Believe in nothing, believe me. Those who can be trusted change their minds. The anxious is the present. Unwrap your gifts, take your time. Everything you imagine, you need to be stuck. Be good, be a girl, be girl, be a girl. No one said hello. Hello. Did I not click a thing? No. Yeah. Well, oh, there they are. Oh my goodness gracious. Hello, everybody. How is everyone doing? Tucker Gaddy, Connor Parent, names near and dear to my heart. Ryan Giorgiani. No, Ryan, no. I'll get flagged. Yeah. So how do you Zvonimir? Hello, sir. Hello, Connor. Now, we were driving from so I knew that was going to happen, but I didn't know the breadth of how much it was going to happen. And we were driving from and I knew when it was going to happen. We were driving from Morgantown, West Virginia, back to Philadelphia-ish, and we were passing through Gettysburg when it happened. Sam, hello. How are you, Sam? Jet. Oh, thank you very much, Jet. Yes. Hello, Luis in Mexico City. No problemo, Fabian. Hello, Louise. How are you? Well, yeah, you knew it was probably going to happen, given that it's every other Sunday and I'm a Virgo. Russian Kermie. I've got the Swedish Kermie thing down. Thank you very much, Edgar. I got your email. Of course, I have a few things to catch up on. I'm behind on a couple of things, including sending out that really dumb piece of gear that I did that scathing review on. That's only one person entered, and he, of course, I give it to him, but I forgot, but I remembered, and it's gonna happen. Oh yeah, Jeffrey, was that the thumbnail that they used in one of the things? I think. Oh no, it wasn't, because I did Undone here. Never mind. Yeah, I love that song. I love playing that song, and I was surprised. That song was a little more complicated, but just kind of perfect than I thought it was. Pat Prime's working. Yeah. I love B Girl. It's a great song. Where are we? I gotta catch. Hello, Joseph Stalin. Wow, Louise is off to bed. I take it. Hello, Nick Ayers. Comment is always just 9 exclamation points. I love it. Yes, Louise. Sweet dreams to you. I'm glad I got to say good night to you. Two Dog Mom's here. Woohoo! Oh, I was going through my requests. Two Dog Mom. Hello, Dan. How are you? And I saw one that you'd requested that was totally off topic, and I intend to do that very soon, because there's nothing ever wrong with having a bit of fun here and there. Nicholas Ryan, Jesus. Kermie the Terrible. Yes. Ryan Giorgiani, I hear you have a story, and you called me like a month ago, and I was legitimately in the middle of something, and I had to not answer. But I would love to hear your story, Ryan Giorgiani there. Right, Nick, I am ready for Friday. Sloth is here from the canoe. John, did you? That's who it was. John, is totally. I was driving to my sister's house, and something was bugging me, you know, and the back of your brain is just pinging at you, and that's what it was. I was like, I didn't mail the great V6 to John yet. So yeah, that's happening, John. Don't worry. Thank you, Louise, and good night to you. I would like to, you know, the one where Happy Chichester toured with Brad. I would love to play the Happy Chichester role in a Brad tour. I think that would be about the funnest thing ever. I publicly go on record saying that. Off he goes. Let's do it. I'll just have to blah blah some of the words there, but let's do our best here. Thank you, Louise. I'm in B girl tuning, so I need a moment. The tuning song. Pro tip for your live performances, ladies and gentlemen. Don't ever make anyone listen to the tuning song. Like I am doing right now to you. Again with the blah blah. I haven't done this in quite so. Matthew, I got your email too. I won't, and I will respond in kind, dear friend. I was on a road trip all day, and I'm gonna miss a couple transitions because I remember doing this video, however long ago it was, that there were a few things that surprised me. So this is gonna be the off he goes, off the cuff, off I go. What's up, William? No one man, his face seemed cold and tense, totally like he's riding a motorbike in the strongest wind. So I approach with tact, suggest that he should relax, but he's always moving much too fast. F. There it is. Said he'll see me on the flip side. On this trip he's taking for a ride. He's been taking too much on. Off he goes with his perfectly uncapped flow. And there he goes. Let's see if I can do Stone justice. Ready? Solid B+. He's here to come back. Hi, Connor. But I see his picture. It's funny, Hank. It doesn't look the same up on the racks. Thank you, Nick. You go way back. I wonder about his inside. It's like his thoughts are too big for his side. He's been taken where I don't know. Off he goes with his perfectly uncapped flow. That's an F. I keep getting it wrong. And there he goes. Good night in Israel, Mr. Hoffman. Dan Tully for tips on that. It's funny how like if you were to be watching that video and see me and then just go without the context of the chat, it would look like absolutely nothing. But it made total sense to say that at that moment in my brain. Dan, okay, so tips on weird strumming patterns and singing. Just practice, but look at the video. What video did it? Somebody help me out. I did it just recently, and the thumbnail says plus strumming and singing. Arturo, thank you so much. Yes. Is William? Oh yeah, that's him, Nick. Yeah, absolutely. Greta Van Fleet, or have I heard them? Oh, I have thoughts on Greta Van Fleet. I need to answer Dan Tully's question first. And who did I meet? I feel like in Israel. What an honor to be talking to Israel, or not anymore, as it were. Connor, okay, all right. So it was a recent one, and it was a non-Pearl Jam. It was the Nirvana one. And then there's a G. I remember chords, but not song names. I remember keys and chords. It's a name of a flower. Somebody help me out. Somebody, for Pete's sake, help me out here. It was pre Rainbow Connection. That was a fun video to make. I enjoyed making that video. Was it really before that? Marigold. Watch the Marigold video. Who am I speaking with? Oh, I have a Rival Sons request from you, don't I, Nick? That I haven't acknowledged yet. Dan, look at the Marigold video for help with that. But what song are you speaking of? Yes, you got it. Okay, good. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Because the trick is, and just to sum it up, the trick is to break down the rhythm. And luckily, we're doing like rock and poppy rock songs or rocky pop songs. So no matter how complicated it is, once you've got like 4 things down, you've kind of got it all down, because the words change, but the melody doesn't change, the rhythm doesn't change. So you have a strumming pattern, etc. And the trick is to break down the rhythm and see where the words go with a strum and where they go in between strums, which you will see a nice little breakdown of in the Marigold video, which can apply to absolutely any song at all. I just didn't happen to do it for that one. Greta Van Fleet. They're not for me. I don't. It's not like I dislike them. Like I dislike Creed or something. But it is. It's become a stream, Aaron. Oh, he's still here to stream every other Sunday, kind of whenever. I ran the experiment and I found no advantage to letting you all know when it is, and also then when I do, I kind of get anxious. Whereas as opposed to if I'm like doing the dishes or driving home from Morgantown and I just get home, yes, get home and it's time. And I thought we were gonna be at my sister's, and then I wasn't gonna do today, but I was thinking, what am I thinking? That thing's gonna happen today. I gotta pop on and say hello to all my really, really wonderful friends who literally, I say it, I did the work, but you get half the credit, because if you weren't here watching, I wouldn't have done nearly as much stuff, and then there wouldn't have been, because it's like the whole doing a video almost every day, and you look back and like their post said there's 175 Pearl Jam videos up there, which I didn't, honest to goodness, realize. That's a huge amount of work. But when you break it up over weeks and months and years, a little bit at a time, then it's not so daunting. But it sure seems impressive to say there's 175 Pearl Jam tutorials up there, and we're not even done, not even close. Bye, Nick. Thank you for stopping in. And I'll see you Friday. Nick and I have found our Mike McCready. We're very, very excited to tell you. His name's Eric. I told you on the last live stream, but what are the odds? What is wrong with me? And no, I haven't heard any Rival Sons, so I'm excited to we are in tune again. Sorry about that. I feel like Greta Van Fleet, and they're all very unbelievably talented musicians, right? I haven't listened to them all that much. I can't give a real. I'm in the reason is for me, I get sort of turned off when, like, if someone came out and said there's this new band, they sound just like Pearl Jam, because it's been like almost 30 years, right? So there's certainly things go in 30-year segments, and like, so now we have Greta Van Fleet, and all I've heard from people who like them a lot is they sound just like Led Zeppelin, and that personally sort of turns me off from looking into it even more. Yeah, I think if they were like, I don't know. That's all I have to say about that. That's why I haven't investigated further, which isn't to say I wouldn't really love them. I don't know. I'm sure I'll run into it eventually. Can you play my favorite Chris Cornell song? No, I can't, because it's got too many chords in it. I'll go as far as I can. Ready? I will, Dan. Thank you. I'll go as far as I can. This was, yeah. I was laughing because I spent 4 videos on this song, right? It's Preaching the End of the World, and so because Stone learned that one off me, and I was laughing to myself because I think it was the 3rd video. It had the thumbnail, and it had like beaver stuff, and I showed off the beaver painting, and so I hope he enjoyed that. Maybe I'll give him that beaver painting someday. It was how we met, sort of. Gotch 71. How you didn't hear me? I came around one of your. How about Slaves? I don't know what is Slaves and Bulldozers. Is that a song or a band? Stone and I have a pizza on the books for some future date. We did Stargazer. My turtles are so great too, dog. Actually, Sylvia gave us a little scare. Sylvia is my brown box turtle I've had since I was 10. One of 2 brown box turtles I've had since I was 10. And we obviously relocated, a huge climate change, and it's the first winter for a long time she's experienced. Not that she's outside, but just the difference in the air, right? You know what I mean? And she sort of went into this hibernation, and I was very worried she wasn't eating, which is what turtles do in hibernation, right? They just sort of kind of don't move for 3 months or whatever, but she wasn't prepared for it. I didn't like stuff her full of food more than usual leading up to it, and she's come out of it, I'm very happy to tell you, and she's like a new young turtle again, who's 75 years old. Oh yeah, so yeah, gosh, this is me. I've said I didn't do a live stream for so long because I'm afraid for everyone to know how much I don't know. Thank you, 2Dog Mom. How much I don't know, and Soundgarden has giant gaps in my knowledge of, but we will do Slaves and Bulldozers because I have committed to doing every single Soundgarden song. Here's as far as I can go with Preaching the End of the World. Hello, I know there's someone out there who can understand and who's feeling the... That's wrong. That's as far as I can go. Jesus. Feeling the same way as... There's a chord in between there. Well, I'm going to have to learn it for myself. That was botched. What's my second most favorite Kurt Cornell? You got Kurt Hodge on the brain here. Hello, Kurt. How are you? No, thank you, Matthew. Oh, no. Oh, it's before that one. No, that one's in there too, but I don't know where. I give up. Favorite Audio Slave song. What is my favorite Audio Slave song? I feel like the first album is just good from the very beginning to the very end. Kurt Cornell. That's right. I love Gasoline. Have I done Gasoline? I feel like I've done Gasoline. Sunshine. Sun shower? Sunshine, because sun shower. Moon sprinkle. We called it moon sprinkle. Sun shower. Not off the top of my head. What is my favorite song? We should just say what's a Audio Slave song that I can play off the top of my head. We did I Am the Highway already. That's low hanging fruit. I always liked I Am a Stone, but not really. No, I liked it because a lot of songs I sort of like gauge. What is Connor Toole saying okay about? because in my teaching in person a lot days, some songs would lend themselves to people learning them well, and Like a Stone is one of them. I love playing that song. I don't know, it's my favorite one. I like Be Yourself. No, that doesn't remind me. Favorite. I love playing Seasons. Oh my God, but that's a retune and a half. My favorite Pearl Jam song is In Hiding. Always has been, always will be. Somebody give me an easy song to play. Audio slave. Let's just look at the audio slave. Good ways to increase the stretch on your fretting hand. Just keep fretting, but don't fret. That was wow. Yep. Dad jokes. I can play you. What's up? I'm sorry, I don't know. Is it Sime? What country are you in, dear friend? Favorite Pearl Jam song from 10? I mean, it's got to be Even Flow. For me, Even Flow. I love playing Even Flow. I was wondering, yeah, so Kurt, I tuned it in Dad, and capoed at 3, so we'd end up with F's and C's without trying to tune your A string up to a C. That's why I did that. I love Indifference. Yeah, I'm going to say Even Flow for my 10. I've been thinking about, without actually sitting down to try it, trying to make a Campfire Even Flow. Oh, I wanted to play the Campfire today too. I pronounced it well. Oh, C-May. That's great to hear. I love Release. A Campfire Even Flow. Let's see how we can. No, Matthew, but we're going to. It's on my mind. It's on my mind, absolutely. When we're trying to make let's drop D for simplicity. Did you know how many students have you taught guitar? You're one more, Fernando. In person, over 10 years, I think I had about 1,000 students, rough estimate. So you got to think what chords are we making, right? So that's an A, and that's an A, and that's a C, and that's a D, and then we'll see how much we can get. So A, C, and D, without being just, because right, we could go, and it might be the answer, but that's just kind of lame, right? Kind of sounds like nothing lame about the thing I'm referencing now, but those string quartet redos of songs, that sounds a lot like the string quartet redo of Even Flow, but you kind of want to try to see if there's something else you can do. And a C. What if we made it like root third chords or something? Made the A, because in the oh yeah, we could just do it, Dan. I totally agree with you. We could just play it. Am I a professional musician, or is it just a hobby? Well, it's been my job for like a decade, so on that account, I'm professional. But it's never felt like more than just a hobby. We'll say that. That's all right. That's not even that bad. But how do we get those fills? What if we did that's medium. What if we tuned into Dadgad? What if we tuned into Dadgad? Well, that is my true dream. Great, Brian. Sorry. I do, Scooby. Yes, I do. And we absolutely have to do that. Okay, so what if we tuned into Dadgad and then played the chords so they'd be like... It's sort of unsatisfying when you get up to the D. It's kind of like missing the point of it's in the wrong mode, I do believe. I don't know that song, Harley, but I would like to. I've got a bunch of Stone Sour requests. because that's confusing me. Nope, this isn't a productive thing to do right now. I'm calling this one. Scooby, leave that comment on any video at all. That's how I'll see it, because I can write it down on a piece of paper right now, but that's not when it will make it into my little document. So please do that. My favorite Pearl Jam cover song is when they do Timeless Melody by The Laws. I don't know that song. Let's look at that right now, William. I've never heard that. Chemical Addiction. Oh, yeah. Wait, Sime, were you messing with me when you said you'd like to? That is you. That's totally you. That's probably Wednesday, Sime, because we have to do Pearl Jam on Tuesday. Okay. What is that? And thank you, by the way, Sime. Timeless Melody by The Laws. Should I look up, William, should I look it up by Pearl Jam? No, but we need to. Zvonimir, we have to do that. I love that. Thank you, Ryan. Okay, so sorry with my ADD brain right now. You may understand that. Timeless Melody, Pearl Jam. Timeless Melody, Pearl Jam. There we go. You're right. Yeah, of course.
No, he's nervous. He doesn't want to be in front of people. So we're going to play this. It's called Timeless by The Laws.
So the intro was just G and C. And Mike's going, you know. On your A minor pentatonic. Ryan, that is up. You know, usually we have more like 17. So it's up in a big way. Also, I like the small ones. I like the small ones better. So yeah, so G and C, however you want to play G and C, doesn't matter. You can play G and C at 9, you know, or you could play G bar chord, or you could play G and C, doesn't matter. My guitar is disgustingly not in tune yet, despite me having tuned it for 83 minutes already. Are the Grammys already on? I'm not a Grammy watching kind of dude. I'm not a GWKOD. To see their last concert? Oh my gosh. I don't think that when Pearl Jam plays their last concert that they will know it is their last. You know what I mean? I don't think Pearl Jam is the type of band to A, ever stop being a band, and B, people don't, like, you know, in the last 10 years or so, they don't, like, bands don't break up. They just, like, do other things and they don't have, like, a final tour unless you're Ozzy Osbourne, you know, or something. So I don't think we'll know is my cop-out answer. But how far would I be willing to travel? Well, I mean, I traveled to LA to go to that thing, and that's, you know, I don't like to get on planes for an entire day. Who does? Oh, let's say there's a farewell tour. I would be willing to travel very, very, very far. My favorite travel, and I don't do this so much anymore, except for the LA thing. My favorite travel one was me and my buddy Sean got on. This would have been when they did that little Canada tour, like in 2005 or something. And me and my buddy Sean, we got on an airplane. We went to Canada. We got off the airplane, got on a bus, got into the Pearl Jam show, got back on a bus, got back on the airplane. It was as if we, you know, went into the city to go to a Pearl Jam. There was a plane involved. It was pretty amazing. Yeah, me too, Edgar. That's my point. But I would I would pull out all the stops, clearly. Yeah. I agree. Two Dog Mom with you there. All right, back to Timeless Melody, G and C thus far. D, F, C, G, D, F, C, G, D, F, C for the verse. Yeah, so G, C in the intro, G, D, F, C in the verse. Hang on the F. Thank you, C May. Hang on the F before that E minor going into whatever this next part is. C, G, C, 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 C. Back into the verse. So to sum up the chorus. E minor, C, G, C. Hang on, C. E minor, C, G, hang on, C. Yeah, man, Constellations, that is a pretty song. Also in a wacky tuning. I did it with a student like 6 years ago, and I remember it being difficult and fun. Thank you, Harley. Thank you, thank you. Why aren't... I have a good answer for you, Brian. I'm not watching Pebble Beach because I watch every single shot of televised PGA Tour golf. Not like sit down and watch it, but while I'm making breakfast or, you know, if I need a little 20-minute break in between things. So I haven't watched Pebble Beach yet because it's on DVR and I'm still on the last day of last weekend's tournament. So lots to catch up on. Don't tell me anything. Oh, good for Phil. Phil's my non-music hero. Is this going to be it for this song? Oh, nice, Brian. Hang on the F, E minor, C, G, C. Hang on C. Oh, he's not playing an A minor pentatonic. He's playing an E minor pentatonic down here. A la the daughter solo, right? That's how he's getting that thing, which I cannot do on my acoustic guitar, of course. But when you have the B string 3rd fret and the G string 2nd fret, and you bend the G string, not the B string. I haven't done You Are yet, Ryan, because I need to get that piece of gear that you need to do it, right? Boom, 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 with the rhythmic. Stone put his. I've done the research and I have it written down. I don't know it off the top of my head, but he put his guitar through basically a drum rhythm synthesizer. So it's I think I don't know what the Earth is. You mean like the thing we're living on right now? Okay, it's a song. Yeah, Kurt. So my best day up till now was Stone's video day, and I got 51 subscribers that day, and I got 400 in the 4 hours it took me to drive home today. It was crazy, completely crazy. Especially to think that ripping lips. It's Riley. What's up, Riley? Especially to think that it took me 17 months to get 1,000 when I first started. And I never thought I'd have 10,000. I got to be dead honest with you. Never thought it was going to happen. Well, you didn't almost miss it because we haven't even just begun. I don't know, how long has it been? Got time. Hello, Chris. How are you? And so there's Mike, doing his switch up from E minor down here to up here. Okay, the Earth. Oh, Riley, you must have liked. I didn't know Quarter. Did you like that? I don't know any Zeppelin off the top of my head. Riley, you know that. Riley's my student from Lafayette, California. Everybody, he fishes. That's why his name is Rippin' Lips. I'm glad you liked it, Riley. Yes, you are, Kurt. The Earth. Who is the Earth by? Somebody help me. The Earth. Like, is it? Say what? It's a Pearl Jam song? I deserve that, Music Man. I deserve that. Of the Earth. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Okay. I'll bet you I'm going to say I've heard this before. Of the Earth. Oh, Nick's back. He can't stay away. So, you want me to listen to? Okay, so there's no studio version. There is a studio version, but it's unreleased, or it's only live. I enjoyed Timeless Melody. I especially enjoyed how no problem it was for us to figure out. Only live. Okay, good. Thank you. So this one that's Pearl Jam and Jack White live at Third Man might be the best, easiest one to figure out from. Before 2019 is over, Riley. But probably not till the endish of 2019. No Jack White? You want me to do Hyde Park, London? We got this. Dublin. Eruption of the Earth. Steer clear of that. I don't see that one. I'm gonna play this one. I'm gonna play Dublin 2010. Yeah, So you got an E minor, and then you need it's a G. It might just be the G note going into your A, because you see Eddie's hands don't move from down here. It doesn't even sound like a chord. So if you got your E minor. Thank you, Music Man. Yes, that is very helpful. And then we get to our D, C, D. But we don't hear that F sharp, so it's like without your E note, and then to a C note, walking down from your A third fret, 3-2 open, back into it. No, I think it's A, Ryan. E minor, but I'm just going to play it as a power chord because we're going to play that G note on the third fret of the E string into your A. So it's basically like the opposite of porch. D, C note, C, B, A, back into your E minor. Oh, thank you, Music Man. All right. Is that it for the song? Is there more? Thanks, Nick. Well, change that right now, Riley. Oh, there's much more? Okay. So D, C, G. I'm just doing that for convenience. Oftentimes the convenient answer is the, yes, Ryan, exactly, is the right answer. So, yeah, so the bass is going C, B, and the guitar, Miss Tubman's not doing all that well at all, Riley, due to her condition. The bass is going C, B. It's not a B minor chord. The bass is emphasizing the B in the G, so it could be like that, or it could be, it totally doesn't matter. Lost Dog 68, good night to you as well. You're very welcome, and thank you for being here, Octobeaties. Because if one case, no offense to, yeah, good, so we're on the same page. Music Man, San Diego. Royal Blood, I have, and I really like playing Royal Blood music, and I would love it if you would please, Two Dog Mom, leave a comment with a Royal Blood request, because they are so freaking fun to play. It's off the wall. Not musics that I sort of listen to, most of the time, sometimes, but it's not way out there, and it's like some of the funnest stuff to play ever. Just pick like, leave me like some popular-ish ones, because I have some experience with them, but not a ton. Unless like your very favorite that you're dying to know is like this one obscure one, or Royal Blood, super fun. Yeah. La Small Town, exactly, Ryan. Precisely. Depending on what year Eddie plays that or that, depending on what year. G. Walking down in your G to E minor. G. Bye, Riley. Good luck with your homework. G note, F sharp note, E minor. So this is that other already aforementioned part again. Nick, did we get it now? In Orange County. I moved to Philadelphia area from the San Francisco area about 8 months ago. Oh yeah, Ryan, that thought popped in my head exactly when really? Okay, a lot more. Here we go. There's definitely a whole G chord in there by the guitars. Where's Cherry Hill? I was, however, born in New Jersey. Do I have that look about me? Oh, okay. I have spent zero time thus far. We totally dropped the ball and didn't go to the shore, Music Man, last summer, which I'm very disappointed in myself about. The East Coast, the middle part. Okay, we haven't got to the middle part yet. Like, East Coast beaches are so different than West Coast. There's like sand to play in. It's really great. Well, now this sounds like the breakdown in Porch, right? Eddie went up during the aforementioned G, F sharp, E thing, right? But I think Eddie's just playing an E minor up there. He made his way up there. Like that. And we hear Stone. Am I in the middle part now, Ryan? Is this the middle part? Just one, Kurt. Just one. And how many tortoises equal one human child? I'll give you the rest. This is the middle part. Thank you, Music Man. Give you the other answer to that. How many tortoises equal one human child? Somebody say a number. Somebody say a number. 7. All right. What's 7 divided by 9? Oh, 8. Then it seems like 4. Okay. Then we have between extremely portrait. It's E minor. You hear Stone doing something sort of repetitive and one notey, and Mike doing an E minor, solo there. So then we have somewhere between. Good night, Zvonimir. Thank you for joining us. My favorite Pearl Jam album is just Yield. Just for sake of it, always has been. Lots of jamming on E minor, yeah. I connected with Yield because I read that Eddie was into the book Ishmael by Daniel Quinn when he was working on Yield, and that was a book. I was already a Pearl Jam fan, of course, but that was a book that I really liked a whole lot, and that's why I named my band Ryan Lendt and the Leavers, because that's an Ishmael by Daniel Quinn reference. 19 people now know that. Yeah, I would like to see that, Nick. Hello, Camilla. How are you? We can. Yeah, so this whole middle part's just E minor. Just E minor. How many Pearl Jam shows? 15 or 16 or 17? Something like that. Not 20 and not 14. Somewhere in between there. I could count them out. And I will sometime. First song I got hooked on was Nothing Man. Totally Nothing Man. That's a heck of a lot there, Music Man. Gosh, what was your first song? Because Nothing Man is coming from I played trumpet a lot, and I really liked classical music at age 12. And so if you think of, I didn't listen to rock music at the time, and if you think of if there's a song on Vitology, which is when that would sort of grab someone who maybe was totally unfamiliar with rock music. I think it makes total sense that it was Nothing Man. It's a beautiful song. In any, put that song in any genre, it's a very pretty song. Yeah, Live on Two Legs is great. Given to Fly, again, any iteration of Given to Fly is just really pretty. You're lucky, Nick. You got me beat by 4 years or something. Now that we've got the middle part, is that everything, or is there so much more yet? Yes, I have. In fact, I have that. I found a copy of that. I don't know if it was legal or not, but I found a CD, because every time I'm gonna drive past or stop near, I always go into the used section and search Pearl Jam, because there's always 42 Pearl Jam CDs I don't have. That's amazing, Ryan. That is amazing. Very cool. And so I have that 1998 Monkey Wrench thing. I have it. I own it. It's mine. Nobody else can have it. That's awesome, Slob. There's Stone. No, that's Mike. Is this your octave spot? That was a great guess. So D, F sharp, C, B, G. Just like it's kind of the thing that went. Yeah, those 100. Yeah, so that thing's D. So 5th fret of the A string, 9th fret F sharp, C. Right, I'm saying the right thing, right? Yeah. C, 3rd fret, D, and then you can sort of chime in with a G note there if you want. I can't tell if that's just implied or if I'm making that up or hearing it. I love Immortality. Great song. Here we are. Eddie's really into it. Is that it? Did I do it? Did I do it? Did I do it? I love Pilot. I can't wait to do Pilot. Every single I'm going to do. Matt Cameron, because he called me the YouTube guy. Matt Cameron is my favorite Pearl Jam drummer because he gave me a nickname. I love Pilot. Pilot's a great song. My least favorite Pearl Jam song, Nick. Oh my word. The ones that you guys ask me to figure out and I just can't. Because there's not including Bugs. Yeah. I don't like In the Moonlight. Personally, it doesn't strike a chord of inspiration in me personally. I know there's a lot of people who like it. I feel like Chris likes it. Now, mind you, I did not say it is the worst Pearl Jam song. This is purely subjective. Edgar. Okay, Goat, but that's just a little blues. It's not even a song. Oh, now I'm thinking of something else. Yeah, Angry Little Goat. It's pretty ridiculous. There's something about the time signature change in the Moonlight that I don't like. I like a lot of things about it. And it's always one little thing like that'll get it. But it is still better than most songs from most other bands because it is a Pearl Jam song, even though it's one of my least favorite Pearl Jam songs. I have seen Let's Play 2. Yes, he and I have an email back and forth. We're making a video together. I'm excited to tell you. Can't deny me. As Nick and I discussed, though, comes off really well live. But having said that, it's not one of my least favorite. It's certainly not one of my most favorite. But yes, seriously, and I'm referring to the Let's Play 2 guy. Yes, he and I are Olay. Our digital friends. Maybe someday we'll take it to the next level. I agree with you, William. Yeah, I like the Eddie hitting the cowbell. It's kind of intense. It's like in PJ20 when they're doing Blood and he's like pounding the mic, and that's one of those moments where you really just wish you were there from the whatever version of Blood that is from PJ20, the documentary, right? And he's hitting the mic stand on the ground. That's kind of what it's today's version. The cowbell is today's version of that. Yes, you do, Nick. I get that one stuck in my head for weeks on it. I forget. I love Dirty Frank. Bow wow wow yippee oh yippee yay bow wow. Yep, that was clever of our friend Eddie. Why did I cut my luscious locks? Because it got in the way of my short game. Because I wanted to grow my hair out while I still had brown hair to experience it, right? It was a thing that I kind of always wanted to do. And then I did it, and then I was done, which isn't to say it won't strike me ever again, right? Thank you for asking about my hair, Harley. I really appreciate that. Favorite Pearl Jam band member solo career. I mean, I have always been a Stone guy. I think Bayleaf is an incredible album, start to finish. I think whatever it is about the way Stone comes up with, processes, thinks about music, really appeals with me too. And I think it's funny that I'm such a huge Pearl Jam fan and listen to, the plurality of what I spend my time thinking and listening about is Pearl Jam. And then when I go to write songs, they sound like 50s doo-wops and I like them. But why? That's all. I guess I'm just a happy guy. Just a happy guy. What did William Fisher say? Oh, you like Jeff's new album? I haven't heard Jeff's new album. I'm going to add this to my thing right now so I hear it ASAP. So is it under Jeff Ament? Thank you, William. Jeff Ament. Is it Help? Yeah, I remember it coming out, William. I need help because Jeff Ament doesn't. It's got While My Heart Beats 2012. So that's not the one. And I think I've heard this one time and time again. Let's find out. Heaven Hell? The album. Oh, that's the name of the band. See, this is me not knowing stuff again. Heaven Hell. It's the artist. Heaven and Hell? I Love You Are. It's a great song. Jeff Ament's Heaven Hell playlist. Safe in the Car. Oh, okay. Everything makes sense now. Because it's under Ament, not Jeff Ament. Is it weird that I'm a teenager, but most listen to Pearl Jam and other bands from the grunge era? Everyone likes new music. Well, no, that's not weird at all. You have excellent taste, Harley. Excellent taste. I did one on Believe You Me. I did a video on that. People walking. Totally. Love that song. Eddie has always had good, what am I trying to say? Tasteful input with his songs. Okay, so it's under Ament. Everything makes sense now. Thanks for hanging out, by the way, guys. I love hanging out with you guys. I love doing this. There it is. We found it. And there we go. 2018 album. I will add this entire album to the golf playlist, ensuring that I hear it. No code to riot act. It's a valid statement, William. I'm not saying I agree with you or disagree, but that is a valid statement. It's funny to hear him change, right? I don't know enough about Jeff Buckley, JD, JDN, DJ, DND, to comment on that. But were you the one who requested recently a Jeff Buckley one? I would like to, and I will get into Jeff Buckley. So you want me to listen to Time Walker or Time Walking? Okay. Now you've watched me try to find Jeff Ament on Spotify for 7 minutes. How do you all feel? I'm sorry. Whoa. Time Walking. The voices. Are you truing? Choose your color. I don't see Time Walking. I'm going to listen to... Ba-ba, boom, boom, ba-ba, boom, boom. Cave Dweller. What? We're still talking about Jeff Ament, right, William? See, discography. Well, now we're talking about... I'm going to look at Heaven and Hell. Oh, for Pete's sake. All right. Safe in the Car. Here we go. It's his single off this one. I'm Still Here. That's the one where Eddie's just talking, right? Well, just, talking about his experience, his breakup experience. And that's that one, right? As a huge fan of Pearl Jam, Radiohead, and Soundgarden, rounding out my top 3, and then garage rock bands such as I love The Strokes. Is there any new bands that I actually enjoy listening to? You named The Strokes. We would have to shuffle the golf playlist. The golf playlist is carefully crafted to elicit such emotions that will let you have a good time. And there are currently a lot of songs on it, and sometimes they're silly. Here we go, ready? That's Not There for Real. That's there to make you puke. Tom Waits. I love listening to Tom Waits. If you ever want to make your regular boring drastically lowering between 96 and 01. I don't know, how do I feel about it? I think, but what about in 10 where he did the throaty thing more, and then he never did it anymore, which I think we all really appreciated because people started to mimic him, and then it wasn't, not that we maybe liked that so much anyways. I think it's just, I think that happens to all of us. If you listen to recordings of people, and as they get older, maybe it's how you use your muscles and how they develop as you're speaking. But absolutely, that's true. And also, I think that you hear Eddie talk in interviews and stuff, and you hear him use his voice a different way. And sometimes it's lower and sometimes it's higher. And I think it just has a lot to do. And then he's got that, those don't help, Chris. And a lot to do with his microphone speaking voice is very different from his speaking to you in the same room voice. So Tom Waits, if you ever want to make your mundane Sunday activities feel like a pirate adventure, just listen to Tom Waits. But in all seriousness, Hold On by Tom Waits is an incredible song that anyone could have written that song and it'd be wonderful. And Tom Waits did, but oftentimes he's pirate music. So How does this song One Headlight by the Wallflowers? How does Bob Dylan's Kid? I haven't listened to this whole album. How does he make just one album? And there's at least one really spectacular, not complicated, not a wonderful piece of sophisticated art, but a darn enjoyable song in One Headlight. I haven't listened to enough Green River, Camilla. Oh, Kings of Leon, I always enjoy in just the little bit when I'm trying to catch up. Yeah, Kings of Leon do a really nice job with making quality stuff that's enjoyed by. I hate to ever say great, because it's whatever. But we're all in the same boat here. Why am I not saying that? I should say it more. Goodbye, Sloth. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, they absolutely, yeah. I like some Arctic Monkeys songs, but I like that you like them. I like their one that's all right? Can't find it. I haven't done that in a while. That's exactly right, Ryan. Yeah, I was gonna say, can you imagine you're finding your ball and then the Cantina song comes up? But I'd imagine if you're Bob Dylan's son, I mean, that organ sound is amazing. What's up, Drake? Everyone's talking about Rival Sons all of a sudden. I enjoy Much About Muse. There is, some of their songs we have to do. Why haven't we done a Muse song? Kurt, I hereby charge you with the holy task of going on to, request a few Muse songs, please. Be a guest of a future? Sure, Fred. Why not? Who wants to FaceTime in? Anyone want to FaceTime in right now? We have to do more Foo Fighters. Foo Fighters are great. Obviously, that goes without saying. They're not exactly like brand new or anything. There's some Corduroy. Well, you guys know that one. There's the Jeff Ament popped up. Lots of Muse is great. There's some Stone Temple Pilots to mellow you out. Stone Temple Pilots is very useful for both ends of that spectrum. I don't know what that is. And then there's silly stuff like oh, that's awesome, Ryan. I wish I would have seen the what's up, Colpar? How are you? My girlfriend bought me on vinyl. I have that. Congratulations. Oh, beautiful. Here's some somebody singing in Japanese for you. In Asian. I sound really smart right now. I'm glad you're great. I feel like we've done a solid 2/3 of Vitology, haven't we? No, where were they in concert, Ryan? Okay. The Clarks I don't know. Some of you might know that I'm sort of obsessed with the Clarks. They're not new, and they're not sophisticated, but they're definitely songs, and they're definitely they're enjoyable. If you don't mind setting aside your need to rock once in a while and just listen to some rocky pop songs instead of poppy rock songs. The Arctic Monkeys it was on Twitter. They performed on Twitter. I did go to the Chris Cornell tribute. Yes, I did. It was fantastic and long. Here's a lot of, and there's some more Pearl Jam. No, that topic is tired now. And we had a nonstop flight back, but we missed our flight because who would have thought there'd be traffic in LA at 4:30 in the morning? So it did not take us 5 hours to get home. It took us 17 hours to get home, but we had a great time with it. It was really long. I almost couldn't take any more of it. Oh, that's amazing, William. There is always, what in the world? I thought for sure 4:30 a.m. would be safe. No. What should we do? I want to play one more song, and then I want to... Scooby. I guess I'm going to sing this song. It seems to be happening. I've not met Eddie better, Scooby. I love Rival. I can't play that one, though. What is this one? I don't remember how to play Rival. Thank you, Matu. That was such a great time. This is such a great time in my life, personally. And that had a lot to do with it. It was really, it took me so long to make that video. I don't remember the end. Bum, 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 bum. I remember it walks up with the, well, I'm remembering it pretty well for not remembering it. Mother Love Bone. If anyone can we got it. Where is the Pearl Jam video mentioning Ryan? It's on their YouTube. I could play Crown of Thorns starting at that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play Crown of Thorns starting here, and then I'm gonna say goodnight. This song is always it's super special to me because like it's like one of those things that if it weren't for Andy Wood, it was some guy that he's just some guy that none of us never would have known, right? But his life and then death led to a lot of things, right? Including us talking right now And this song has always been, it's just so emotionally thick. You ever heard the story of Mr. Faded Glory? Said he who rides a pony must someday fall. Was talking to my altar, said life is what you make it, and if you make it, death will rest your soul up. Thank you, Colpar. Is it broken kind of feeling? It's a broken kind of feeling. You'd have to time it to the ceiling. A bad moon's a coming, better save your breath. I wanna tell you that I love you, but doesn't really matter. I just can't stand to see you drag them down. Oh. So I'm singing, this is my kind of love. It's the kind that moves on. It's the kind that leaves me alone. Yes, it does. This is my kind of love. It's the kind that moves on. It's the kind that leaves me alone. I've never tried that before. That went surprisingly pretty well. I would, Kane, but I'm not a... me too, gosh, obviously I would, but I'm not a singing teacher. I've never taught singing, and I've never had a tinging teacher. So I don't know how one would go about. I know people do. I know a lot of great singing teachers, and they do. Really, Music Man? I don't know any Austropop, Sime. But yeah. Oh, that's amazing, Colpar. I'm so glad you did that. Thank you for telling me. All right. Thank you all for joining me. Craziest Friends theme song. Edgar's not here. He's the only one guy. Somebody's got to play along with me, Colpar, since you did. You see, I know you have your guitar there, right? What we do is we do this. G. And then we all say, I'm going to just trust that you're all saying it. I want to hear 28 voices across the nation. You don't have to sing it. Oh, well, yeah, that's just a function of singing a lot. Thank you, Colpar. And doing it, put yourself where you're uncomfortable. Go book yourself at a coffee shop and just freaking do it. And it took me, I think, about Edgar's here for the Craziest Friends theme song, and Colpar has committed to joining us. What was I saying? Put yourself in a position where you're uncomfortable, play at a farmer's market or for your friends or whatever makes you uncomfortable to sing. And after, everyone's different. It took me a long time. It took me like 8 years until I was doing something that I might call now, looking back, good. And, with the disclaimer of, I don't call what I do now great, but I do call what I do now my best use of my voice. So I'm proud of that. How old do you think I am, Music Man? So we're going to go G, and we're going to say undecidedly. Then we're going to go G, and then we're going to say most decidedly. Wait, I forgot the Craziest Friends theme song. Undeniably. Thank you, Music Man. I'm somewhere, but that's awesome, Sime. I'm just not going to say. G, undeniably. G, most decidedly. G, the Craziest Friends. GDG. Edgar, I need your help here, man. That is not even right. It's D. No wonder I can't get the words. Forget everything I just said. I'm so sorry to whoever's showing up right now for this disaster. Thank you. So D, undeniably. D, most decidedly. D, the craziest friends. GDG. All right, ready? Here we go. Thank you. And then we're gonna say goodnight, and we're gonna go all watch the Grammys. So thank you all. What did I do wrong, Edgar? GDG, undeniably, most decidedly, the craziest friends. That was just the rehearsal. Edgar's saying important things. Definitely be subunits. Oh, okay. Raise your hand if you're ... Oh, for Pete's sake, Edgar. Jesus. Here we go. Ready, everybody? No, me neither, Ryan. I'm gonna need some pizza. And I'm gonna have an adult beverage because I'm at least 21 years old. 1, 2, ready, go! Undeniably, most decidedly, the craziest friends. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I had a wonderful time, and for those of you who are whiling your way, catching up with this at work, because I know there are some of you who do this, thank you so much for watching as well. And have a great night, everybody. I will see you. I'll see you the usually times when I see you. Goodbye. Next time with more stuff.